Hi, Brandon.
Hi,
How we starting this bitch?
we're just gonna say movie.
Okay.
How was your dinner?
It was fancy. It was French.
What'd you get?
It was a tasting menu, so they got
Oh,
they got it for us.
you were talking about how you wanted to go to a place with a tasting menu.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I love it. And it was French?
It was French base. Trout was the centerpiece.
That's pretty Montanan.
Yeah, but not from Montana.
But it was French trout.
Yeah,
It was a
lay
the
trout.
the trout was super stuck up.
It was lay trout.
It was lake trout. Um, you want the Thunder or you want the Pacers to win?
The Pacers.
Yeah, me too. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
they
digging their
might do it.
vibe. They might do it. It's crazy. All right, you watched the movie?
Sort of. I had it on.
Wait, what? You
Wasn't paying a ton of
Oh,
attention.
I thought you said you
Yeah,
added on. I was like, what did you
I
add
had it
on?
on. Yeah, so I can say I watched the movie. Yeah,
I was thinking, I was like, man, you didn't watch Sharknado. You didn't watch Starship Troopers this time around. You didn't watch Fall. You didn't watch Miami
I
Connect. I was
wasn't
like,
on
it's
for
been a
fall.
while.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah.
on.
All right, let's do
Hotel
this.
has Netflix. Yeah,
Oh, good. Thank goodness. Sorry, adjusting my mic real
you're
quick.
fine.
Oh, thank you. So, so grateful. All right. One, two, three, play.
Movie,
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 movie.
movie, movie. Almost a crisp cutoff. It's a movie.
Almost. It's a Netflix original.
It's a Netflix original, yes.
You get that
You
killing
excited for
feeling.
Netflix originals? Or are you always upset?
No,
But man, they put out some really good stuff sometimes. And then other times
rarely.
they just put
Alice.
out, sometimes they put out the Gray Man.
Or yeah, or Atlas.
I haven't seen Gray Man. I can't say.
It was pretty anonymous,
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
not there.
But Atlas, our AI, J-Lo, PC, MDMA,
Mech.
mech movie.
It starts off with a movie. We have Harlan.
News broadcasts everywhere, and you get the whole. You just get all the info you need right at the beginning. They just shove it in your face through news broadcasts. It's the year 2043, and a humanoid AI terrorist named Harlan leads a
Harlan.
war of machines against humans, which leaves 3 million people dead. Then, all types of military and non military robots controlled by AI rebel against humans and bypass their security protocols under Harlan's orders. So he's gone against his orders, then hacked
He's
their
king of the
systems.
robots. Yeah.
Then you learn that Harlan was developed at something called Shepard Robotics under the watch of AI expert Val Shepard, and she had trained Harlan alongside her 10-year-old daughter, Atlas,
Baby J-Lo.
baby J-Lo. And then eventually, Harlan was responsible, like we said, for overriding all the programming and launching the war on humans. So the military forces of a new international coalition of nations, the ICN, have a string of victories against Harlan and get him to flee to a distant
He
planet
goes
or
to
moon in outer
space.
space. And then in his departure message, Harlan warns that he will return to finish what he has started.
He says, I'll be back. It's funny because at our school, he's graduated now, so I can say is we have a kid named Harlan. So it's funny to picture him as the villain of the movie.
Oh, do you also have a kid named Atlas?
We do have a kid named Atlas.
You can't say that.
He's
Or
huge.
unless he graduated.
He graduated.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. So you get all that info, 2043, cut to 28 years later. It's 2071. And one of Harlan's AI agents, Koska Vix, is captured After a brutal fight, so many people were killed in this fight in this hotel or apartment building.
They're pretty casual with the death numbers. Yeah, they're just like 3 million are dead. Here you go. It's like that's like a Holocaust almost.
It's that
And
how it was with Starship Troopers too.
I
No, they
think
took
that
it
was
more
like kind of
seriously.
intentional.
That's right.
Yeah, like the personal deaths were more intense, were more felt, but the
Yeah.
overall, yeah,
And he takes bullets like crazy Casca does. They have to use like an electronic shock
he's like a
to
drone
stop him.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is like a mech, but not a mech.
he's like a robot.
And Atlas, grown up Atlas, not little J Lo, full bodied J Lo,
Big
ass and
ass
all.
J
Yeah,
Lo.
big
Yeah,
ass J Lo and all. I wear a chain, guys. I can say that.
you can say that.
I can say big ass J Lo.
Jenny from the block, and she hates like robots and
Oh
AI.
man. She's an analyst. Well, yeah, deep distrust for AI. She
Yep.
searches for fugitive robots and then she sends the men in there to get killed. But they were like the whole thing was like we're gonna decommission all the AI because Harlan turned all the AI against us. In her apartment, there were hundreds of AI, like coffee
Yeah,
robots and sweeping
alarm
robots and
clocks, and
alarm
yeah,
and the fucking TV was AI and she was
and
playing a
then
holographic AI chess game. I was like, wait, there's so many robots in here. What?
I think she's not like a Luddite. Yeah. I think she hates like operational AI, like a true, like, I
A
mean, not
humanoid.
operational. Yeah. It's fine if the coffee can make itself, but not if the coffee is questioning who God is
Not if the coffee can come.
or that. Who would want that?
I wouldn't. I don't even like coffee to begin with.
You don't even like, yeah.
I don't even like Diet Coke either. Um, but General Jake brings in Atlas to interrogate the captured Casca, arguing that her analysis of Harlan has been flawless as she grew up with him, and she's one of the sharpest minds in
This
ICN.
is,
But Colonel Banks, Sterling K. Brown, he's like, no, she's antisocial, she's emotionally unstable due to the death of
she's a
her.
ugly. Yeah.
She's super ugly. She's got a fat ass, big ass
Yeah.
J
We don't like
Lo.
that.
She's
Yeah.
unwilling to work as a team. Her parents are dead. Like we shouldn't let her on the team.
Fuck her up. Yeah.
But
I thought he
the
was dead
the
until this
general
movie.
the general gets the final say, and Atlas talks with Casca, but only his head. She opens up the briefcase. It's just a fucking head that like
That's the future,
rises up.
baby.
It was stupid, is what it was.
That's stupid future.
They
Jetsons
decapitated him,
shit.
but because he's a robot, he can still.
It's like like a Jetsons thing. You can do that.
I saw an Instagram page yesterday that was ranking the best horror movies of each of the decades since Sinners has finally like started to cool down and they put it in the top 10 of this decade. But Videodrome made the list for the 80s.
Number one, Videodrome.
They didn't rank them on it, but it was
It
in.
probably would. It probably would not be, but yes, good pick.
Good pick. God, I love Videodrome.
The Long Live the New Flesh.
Oh my God, the gash.
The
Um,
cigarettes.
oh yeah. So, she's talking with the head of Casca. She pretends to hack him and says she's like, "Oh my God, I found Harlan's location in your code." And he's like, "There's no way you found my code." But in doing so, she tricks him to protect that bit of information in his code. So now she can find where it's at in the code and then extract that information
She
from his
fucking
code.
outsmarted the computer.
Yeah,
I love it.
she was beating computers at chess. She was on a 71 win streak.
That's crazy. So she's smart. This
She is.
cookie.
She's
This
no
human cookie.
she's no because of all the cum coffee she's drinking.
That's the why she's so smart.
And so she finds that his in the code his location is in the Andromeda galaxy. There's a whole galaxy. It was on a planet like
Aren't
GC
we in the
39,
Andromeda galaxy?
nowhere in the Milky Way.
Isn't the Milky Way part of the Andromeda galaxy?
No, the Andromeda is the nearest galaxy. What the fuck is a galaxy? What
What's a
is what is
galaxy?
space? Like I was like, yeah, it's the nearest, like it's the neighbor. But think about all the nothing in between.
Is there not a single star and all that nothing?
No, only stars are only a part of galaxies.
No, there's got to be stars that aren't part of galaxies.
No, because the center of a galaxy is a black hole. So the gravitation pulls it
No,
in
that's not
and it's
right.
creating said galaxy as it
That's not right.
spins. So everything is isolated black holes
The
with
center isn't a
stars in.
black hole.
Yes, it is.
What if there's a star that's not in any of the black hole's gravity? It's just chilling out there.
I don't think they're ill. What's in between us?
No,
Not
you're
there's
wrong.
nothing. It's
No,
just
there's guys out there.
there's not sky.
There's guys out
Oh,
there.
there's like chill dudes.
Yeah,
What if there's a black guy?
there's men. He probably is. He's probably scary.
Well, they're in the Andromeda Galaxy. Casca tries to like emotionally manipulate and hurt Atlas by claiming that her mother Val cared more for Harlan than she did for Atlas when they were growing up, and then quickly attacks her. He spit a saw at her.
That was fucked up.
I was
And
like, you
then
decapitated him, but you didn't take the saw blade out of
the
his mouth.
sawmouth, his saw tongue. Yeah.
But she's protected by a force field, so she's safe. And Atlas destroys her with a queen chess piece magnet.
It was the I was thinking this it was a Queen's Gambit, Brandon.
Oh, I never
And
watched that.
she's a lady. I didn't either. I think she was addicted to drugs.
I think so too. I heard it was good
It was all right. I got into chess right around the time that came out, but not because of that.
because of
Independent of it.
because of the war, or
It was because of Sam. Sam.
because of Sam.
No, who's the GM of the Rockets or the Sixers? Used to be GM of the Rockets. It's Sam, not Presti. Who's the other one?
No, yeah, it's not Sam Presti. It's shoot, I don't remember.
Anyways, Daryl Morey. He was playing chess
That's
somewhere,
why
and I was
you
like,
picked
that
up
sounds like a
chess?
fun game. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
big Daryl Morey guy.
So Atlas insists to General Jake Booth that she accompanies the military mission to find and capture Harland on that other planet. She's like, I know him better than anybody else does. I grew up with him. Basically created this.
He murdered my dad. Yeah,
No, I don't know
amazing.
what happened to her dad.
I
She
think
murdered my mom. Let me
I
go.
think it's like a Jesus thing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Atlas is a Christ figure.
But she also is a killer Christ because she wants Harlan dead. They're like, no, you got to bring Harlan back alive so we can backtrack his code to figure out how he overrode the bot program. She's like, no, I want to fucking kill him. If we bring him back alive, he's gonna kill us all.
And he killed. Yeah, almost like his guts, his robot guts on the ground.
But Sterling K. Brown, Colonel Banks is leading the mission to the Andromeda Galaxy and shows Atlas how they're going to beat Harlan. It's a new series of mechs, which are neurally linked to the pilot. It's AI, baby. The mech has its own thing, and you have your own thing. But then if you wear the neural link like a freaking
It's like Avatar.
it's like a
It's
hearing
like
aid. Yeah, it's like the
you can hear
Halo.
their thoughts, and they can hear your
Halo.
thoughts. The
Um,
Halo with
but
a robot.
But this was way less sexual than Avatar, where you had to stick your
It was
hair dick
beautiful. Yeah,
inside the dragon hair
a
dick.
little less beautiful.
So you just put like a hearing aid on and let it sync, so that you are the robot and the robot is you, and you can
Which doesn't
kick
go
ass.
over well with J-Lo.
Yeah, right. But she's like also afraid that it's like gonna be hacked or something because Harlan hacked everybody. It's a two-way link. It's just you and him and her and those two. So you can't unless they get inside your
It's
minds.
unhackable for the robots.
They
Yeah,
could get inside your mind like a conservative
yeah. Or a worm.
or a worm. You're right. Oh, a disco worm.
Like Sunshine Berry.
And so Banks argues that the squadron of mechs are going to be superior because they're hybrid AI human. Atlas still argues she knows Harlan and claims that the mission to bring him back cannot succeed without her. So she goes to space, and in space she's just kind of chilling. She's looking at old photos, and then she watches a hologram video of her mother giving a presentation about her first neural
Of her
link.
mother giving cunt, serving cunt.
Surfing cut. I never posted that you remember when we all played Mario Kart that one night on but we were doing it virtually over Skype and we were all playing Mario Kart and you just kept saying serving cunt over and over and over again?
I don't think I've ever said serving cunt before.
That's not true. I'll post it to the YouTube as a bonus episode.
Are you two?
Mario Kart night. Yeah.
Okay.
And you
You
can
can do
hear it.
that.
Yeah.
I deny it, but yeah,
You were never technically on screen. It was just mostly Alex because you couldn't see. You were sitting so close to the TV.
that's
So,
right. Usually, yeah.
um, so yeah, she's watching a video of her mother giving a presentation about the first neural links. She's the one that designed this thing, but now it's the new two-way pathway instead of a singular link.
That's equally why not equally, but also why she hates it. They fucked up her mom's legacy.
Legacy, legacy, legacy. Black excellence, baby.
Oh, did I?
And so Atlas, she gets called into the briefing room. And the whole squad, they hate her so much. She comes in, she's like, turn off your fucking Neuralinks. Read these paper instructions rather than the
This
downloaded
is like my classroom. Yeah,
digital forms inside your brain already. Read it and write notes like a human being.
we're
And they're
taking
like, who is this
paper
bitch?
tests. We'll write our handwritten essays. Yeah,
They got bad penmanship. Ooh.
you should see it. You should see it now.
Yeah, how is it reading a paper?
Of a 13-year-old with a learning disability, it's
Yeah,
tough.
I can imagine.
Tough handwriting sometimes.
Um,
Sometimes very good though.
and moments they get ready, they do the whole briefing. Everybody's starting to get into their mechs, right? But
Right.
moments before the Rangers descend to planet GR39, Harlan's drones attack their orbiting ship. They didn't. They were like they just didn't anticipate any sort of planetary defense from the
From
supercomputer.
Harlan,
Yeah, the evil supercomputer.
the evil cyber terrorist. So they get their ass kicked for a little bit.
They really do. In order to survive, Atlas is forced, because the atmosphere is way different, forced to enter a mech herself. And the ship is destroyed as
Smith
she starts falling to the planet. She has no clue how to operate this thing though. She's not a trained ranger,
Tranger.
some
So
sort of power ranger.
she just sort of fights with this English guy the whole time.
Smith.
Smith. Smith.
Um
Hey there,
and
Smith.
as Atlas falls through the atmosphere, she does get helped out by many other soldiers in their mechs who are saving her from drones or falling debris of the spacecraft. Lots of slow mo, lots of action shots, lots of sunflare. It was very transformery, the action scenes in
Michael
this.
Bay. Michael Bay-esque.
Michael Bay.
Bay-E.
And despite urgent instructions to use the Neuralink to like activate her mech and become one with it, she refuses to do so and just crashes into the planet's surface and just smacks her
Fucking
head.
crashes. Um, which I don't know how the AI would have saved that really.
She would have known how to use the
Tuck and
jet
roll.
thrusters to tuck and roll her rather than just smack her head.
Just crack it. She should have known better anyways.
Yeah, she's smart. She's not dumb. Just do it.
She's good at chess. She knows what to do.
She's stubborn, is what she is. So she wakes up and manages to gain the very basic, fundamental control of the mech, despite her distrust of the onboard AI, who introduces himself as Smith.
I wish he was more. He's like 3% cog man. I wish he was like 90% cog man. Smith.
Oh man.
Smith.
Hello, my name is Smith.
Oh, bro. Yeah, that's what we want. And he can play the
It was
piano.
Sir Billy.
Yeah, he can't play the piano this one. Smith's kind of boring. Smith's kind of dead. He's like 3% sass, but he's mostly fucking boring.
Also, he has the most generic name, Smith. At least
Smith.
like Colonel Banks's was named Zoe, and she was spunky. Smith is just like, I am Smith.
I'm Smith. Hello. Basically neutered Siri. If ballless Siri didn't have any balls, that's Smith.
Is Siri a dude? Do they neuter or
No,
do they spay?
they spay Siri.
Siri got spayed.
And
Hi, I'm.
it's Smith.
Oh, whoops. Siri's just going nuts on my phone over.
She's pissed.
She's so pissed. Uh,
I guess
that I just need you to cut out her, cut out her uterus. She's too fertile right now.
that's serious. Yeah.
I am Smith. So she gets the basic control, and using like the search functionality, she finds the nearest rescue pod to get back to space is 98 kilometers away. But the fusion battery of the mech is damaged, and he's like, I only got 22 hours of battery life, and I can't map more than 32 kilometers. So I don't know how long this is gonna, I don't know if we'll make it. And
Let's fuck it.
she's like, well, let's just get there the fastest way. And Smith's like, hell yeah. Starts booting up the jets,
Go
and then she
Smith.
turns them off because if they fly, they're gonna get shot down. She's got to walk, do the
Go
foot this
Smith.
the stupid
Wow.
like
Wow. Wow.
yeah control walk it 98 kilometers.
That seems like it would take a while.
That would take ages.
More than 22 hours.
So while walking, Atlas she gets an inventory of the onboard weapons on the mech. There's shoulder
There's
cannons, there's
blades, there's RPGs, there's
arm rifles,
lasers.
there's an ion nuke that it shits out of its ass.
It's Chekhov's ion nuke
Chekhov's ass.
and his ass.
What's inside the ass?
That's Chekhov's.
No, you're right. It is Chekhov's ion nuke. It's a Schrodinger's ass. You don't
Schrodinger's
know
ass.
what's inside the ass or
What
not
the impact is. Yeah.
until you enter said ass.
Said ass.
And so, Atlas orders Smith to head to the planned drop point, where she finds the rest of the Rangers dead, just everywhere.
Said ass. Yeah.
And somehow them with the control of the mechs all died upon falling, but her who had no control and smacked the shit out of her head lived.
It's good plot armor.
Literally armor. Because it protected her fall, Lucas. It's real armor.
Ah,
Ah. And then why are you doing that?
I was frozen. Sorry.
No, you weren't. And then they decide they're like, oh shit, we should probably pull all these dog tags off of them. I know you only have 16 hours of life or what left, but and I can barely use you to function, but we need to collect
Supposed
the
to be
dog
an
tags.
emotional moment.
She
And it
finds
was.
she gets all the dog tags, and then she finds Colonel Banks's mech, but it's the only one without a body inside. And she's like, "Oh, he
No
got ejected.
tags.
No tags, yeah." And then Atlas is attacked by clones of Casca, the same guy that she took down earlier. Harlan's AI, so he can just make
You can
more
just respawn.
Cascas. But is he really Casca if there's 100 Cascas? Who?
It's a the casket of Theseus.
It's Kaskov's gun.
Ooh.
Yeah. You see what I did there?
It's the allegory of the casket.
Yes. The casket. Schrodinger's Casca. I'm doing so well right now. I'm cooking. Bro is cooking.
He is chef.
He is him. He is chef. Knife skills. That was a good stunt.
No, that was a bad stunt. Pretty good movie.
Yeah, very good movie. So she gets attacked by the clones and the other AI bots in the forest. She also gets sucked up inside a tornado because obviously when they attack, there's two tornadoes going. She gets struck by lightning. She falls down a mountain. She just
All the
can't.
natural
She,
disasters.
she gets hit by a volcano. There's a
Hurricane.
hurricane. Yes,
Yeah.
all of it. And she cannot escape. does not have full control of her weapons because she won't Neuralink. She comes under this heavy attack, and in a panic, she's like, Smith, deploy the ion bomb. He's like, we should rethink this. Like, don't do the ion bomb unless like last resort. I know so many things. She's
Just
like,
fucking do it.
fucking do it. So he does it, obliterates the AI bots,
Everybody.
and gives her some respite. But the ion bomb
Also
naturally,
smashes
because
her
he shits it out,
out of her ass.
creates a sinkhole, and they
And she
fall
falls into it.
into some underground catacombs.
It's fucking goblin layers. Yeah.
Yeah, the Goblin Kings are down there. And when she falls, she fractures her leg. Her bone's just sticking out. So she activates the medical system inside Smith to repair her
And she's
fractured
fine.
bone. But she wasn't super fine, but
It's like Harry Potter. It's like a hokey pokey and her leg's fine.
oh, that's the
That's the
Harry Potter
spell.
spell? Hokey pokey.
Hokey pokey. Hokey pocus.
Hokitus pokitus.
And your leg's fine.
Callie used to think that the remember on social, I may you didn't have TikTok, so maybe you didn't. But Voldemort does a but then TikTok was pretending they would get little tiny ones to go. Callie thought that Havidikadivi was the funniest thing.
And now
And
she's on the satire basically.
yes, of course, yeah. Um, so fixes her bone, and Smith again. He's like, Atlas, you got to use this Neuralink. She's like, how are we gonna get our odds better to survive? Because he's like, it's a
Mm-hmm.
0% chance right now. She's like, how will it get higher? He's like,
Neuralink.
you let me inside you. We become one.
Yeah, gross.
Give me that
Wow.
fat ass. I want a bigger butt. And she reluctantly agrees to directly interface her mind with Smith, allowing for greater control of the mech. But she's hesitant, you know? Because during the syncing process, Smith learns that Harlan elicits an emotional response in Atlas. And
Yeah.
then he gets
Oh wow.
he learns the whole history. He understands that Harlan was supposed to keep Atlas safe,
Dead mom.
and then he betrayed her, and then he promises to keep her safe. He's like, I will keep you. I am your new
I
Harlan.
will. I am better than Harlan.
I am sour candy, he says.
I'm baby.
I
Don't
am
put me in the
baby.
corner.
And Casca Clone calls Harlan to let him know that Atlas is here, but he lost her. Then we see Harlan has Banks alive. He's the one that took him from the mech.
Oh, that's why he wasn't at the mass grave of the other ones.
Exactly. And Harlan's experimenting on him. He takes this like little fine needle, fingertip needle, and just starts shoving it in his
That was
eye.
cool. I like that.
You did. You like
That reminded me
the
of
eye
a
work.
Louis Buñuel short movie. Yeah,
What is
there's a
this?
Louis Buñuel short, Un Chien Andalou, where they cut up a guy's eyeballs.
That sounds and I'm usually pretty good with like
Eye
gore and
stuff.
all that stuff. Eye stuff is the one thing that kind of gets me sometimes.
Penis stuff gets me,
And Martyrs gets you.
and martyrs. There's penis stuff, martyrs.
I don't think there was. It was mostly torture on women.
Mostly cock and balls. Yeah,
No, a lot of titties and skinning people alive. Remember the
those were
skinning?
bad. I didn't. I don't want to.
You didn't make it that far. But man, if you would have seen the beautiful shot at the end of the eye, oh man,
No,
you would have
not
loved it.
worth it.
So, as Atlas and Smith start to trust each other because they're synced up, they're only like 60% synced or whatnot. Um, Atlas gets more and more access to Smith's capabilities. She gets to learn about how to use the weapons and how to use the
How to
medic
write an
and
essay. Yeah,
MLA format. She learns the
all the
Pythagorean
AI stuff.
theorem.
Yeah,
She learns what actual moves you can do with a knight piece in chess.
just an L. Yeah,
She's somehow been winning against chess geniuses without knowing how
unreal.
to work the knight.
Didn't even need it.
I think that's got to be one of the most valuable pieces, right? The knight after the queen.
It's it goes queen, then rook, and then knight is tied with bishop
Mm.
in terms of
This The
peace value.
the sporadic movements of a knight are so hard to plan ahead though, because like I can see rook and bishop just straight ahead in diagonals, but when you're doing like three different
They
L
have,
shapes,
yeah, they're tough utility to plan for, especially. I think, yeah, I think that's more higher level at that level. I think you're right. They're hard to see where they're gonna be.
oh, rhyming.
You see,
I do see.
America is the land of the free.
They see where it's gonna be. Do you see
How
America,
it's
land of
gonna
the free?
be.
Oh, it's a song. Do you see where it's
How it's
gonna
gonna be.
be? And do you see America, land of the free? Ooh,
That
that's
was
good.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So, they're journeying towards the rescue pod, and she reveals this is like the only time Atlas talks about her father that he taught her about the outdoors. Cool.
In this fucking Jetson world. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. He taught her how to camp, and then that was about it.
And then he left. I
Because
guess, or died.
they were looking at flowers. Oh, it's because she got to the naming rights of the flower. I don't even know if I have that as a quote. If I do, I'm saying it right. She named the flower Planty.
Yeah, that's right. That's bad. Not
S-
great writing.
Stupid. So, the Casca clone is pursuing Atlas and again attacks, but this time she's synced, so she's better prepared. She defeats
Also,
Casca's
yeah.
clone with all these landmines, and then she finds that his clone was fitted with a short range transmitter, which means Harlan's base is nearby if he was controlling him. And although running low on power, Atlas wants to head to Harlan's base in order to tag it for a long range strike. She argues that if we don't tag the base, the
It worked for nothing.
sacrifices of all these rangers, yeah, it would have been in vain
It was for naught.
and in pain.
And you gotta gain a
Oh,
thousand grain.
pain and gain. Do you ever see that
Grain.
movie with Mark
No,
Wahlberg and The Rock?
I don't wish to.
I really want to watch War Dogs. I haven't seen War Dogs.
The heavy Jonah Hill movie.
And Miles Teller, yeah.
Heavy Jonah Hill.
He's so heavy, but I really want to see it.
It's,
I heard it's
I've heard it's
fun.
good.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
haven't
based on
seen
a true
either?
story. Mm-mm.
Mm. Well, Atlas, she's like trying to convince him Smith to go on this journey to tag the base, and he's like, I
He'll
won't
be
let
going
you.
on. Yeah.
My protocol is to keep you safe, so we got to get to the pod. She's like, I will leave this pod then, and give me. She's like, goes to grab the respirator and leave the mech when Smith won't comply. But Smith, being in the Neuralink, stops her motor controls with the link.
It's a two-way street, bitch.
She can't even move. And then she gets flashbacks to her mother and Harlan in the same scenario. She's seeing Harlan
Ooh,
stopping her mom from taking out
with
the
the
Neuralink
Neuralink.
when
So
he
she
went
freaks out.
evil. Yeah, but then he feels pain and guilt because he's part her and she's part him, and he's like, I've never felt that before. I gotta tag the base now with you.
We're going. We're doing this. I'm a human, said the robot.
I am bread.
I am I am butter.
The bread and butter. They do argue about are they human? Because Atlas and Smith argue of whether AI is considered alive. The long time argument about AI. They argue about like souls, and how souls are different versus code or DNA,
It's
uh,
microchips, yeah.
inorganic versus organic. Are they if they're
There is
microchips
God.
removed, but if they die, where do they go? Alive versus dead for either of them? They kind of decide that they might both be alive.
Kind of horseshit, but yes.
So they get to the base, they place a beacon at it, but then Smith is hacked and disabled, just like that. And I was sitting there like, how could Smith be hacked? That means Atlas would also be hacked. How it's just that they're the
They're the
same now.
same. They could both get in there.
So
I
Atlas
didn't
is
think about
also
that.
hacked.
I also wasn't
It's
paying that much
it's
attention.
a
Yeah.
two-way link. You have to hack both of I don't know. It was confusing
It's
me.
yeah.
The plot armor. I don't know.
Plot, Brandon.
Act
Theme,
acting.
acting as well.
And then Atlas notices that Harlan has taken control of that Ranger ship, the Deeb. And before being captured, she sent out a distress signal. Oh, wait, this is while she was falling from space. She sent out a distress signal, which was intercepted by General Jake. And he hears it. It wasn't very complete. She's like, Atlas, falling Rangers,
Help!
mech, help. And he's like, oh, we should probably send a
We should
team.
go help Atlas with the Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah, so he sends out a rescue team. Atlas is captured and brought to Harlan, who plans to destroy. This is his evil plan because he was made to protect humanity and Earth. But he plans to destroy most of the humanity and give the chosen survivors a chance to thrive and survive under AI guidance. And to do so, Harlan had lured the military to the planet in order to steal their ship and all the carbon bombs they brought so that they can burn up Earth's atmosphere because he's seen what
He
humans
can,
are capable of.
he knows they're brilliant, but also assholes.
He sees that humans have a tendency for killing themselves basically
Mhm.
and killing off their planet. So if he's supposed to save Earth and humanity, he has to kill off the majority of
Wow.
humanity and just let the chosen few survive.
Wow. Like
So,
like a like a like a bad guy.
wow,
Wow.
who would have thought? He's more of an anti-hero because he's doing what he's programmed to do,
I
but he
don't
just
agree with him.
there's a loophole. You do?
I don't.
Oh,
We
you
should
don't.
let most people live.
Oh wow. Except for
The terminally ill if they don't.
okay, sounds good. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say the children.
And the children. Yeah.
And so Harlan, he he's like, I just need one thing from you. You have access to security codes to get by Earth's like defenses, so I can get these bombs off. And he's like, so
Does
what I'm
she?
gonna do? I'm gonna stick this little needle in your eye and
She
extract it.
loves the eye needle. Yeah.
So he does, and then he leaves her to die next to Colonel Banks. She's like, hey, it's
Hey, it's
you.
Sterling K. Brown. Yeah.
We both had our eyes poked.
Eye buddies. We don't have our mechs either.
But Banks is still there. He's like barely alive. He gives her his neural interface device
Eye.
for his net mech. No, because the link the devices are interchangeable. You've got your own set link. So
Hmm.
Atlas puts it in remotely at reactivates Smith, who's like in the warehouse or something. But
Some samurai, she says.
she's got to achieve 100% sync with Smith for
And
him
does she?
to come rescue, which allows Smith deeper into his memories. And this is where it's revealed to Smith that Harlan killed her mother after the young Atlas, who was jealous of the attention her mother gave Harlan an unfettered interface with her mind. She allowed a two-way interface so that he could take over and do whatever. So she's the
And then
first
he
one to really make that two-way link, but fucked it up for everyone.
and with the evil guy, Harlan.
And with the
He
evil
used it
guy.
for disadvantage.
And Atlas thought that her mother would give her more attention if she was smarter. So Harlan created that two-way link and then programmed to save humanity from risk. He saw the humanity's history of destructive behavior, made it a risk to itself, and then Val discovered the two-way link, but before she could stop Harlan, he takes over her motor
Short circuit.
controls and he makes her shoot herself in the head. Wow, that's fucking right. Wow.
That's fucking right.
Kind of a
Like I
dazed
said,
and
I was
confused
really
vibe.
close. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's super close to Clifford, but not. You know, it's somewhere in that gray area, the gray man area.
This might not have been a better movie had the Days of Confused vibe, but Clifford definitely would have been.